If you're in your teens or your early 20s and feel completely lost about your future, like everyone else has it figured out except you, this video will change everything. Because what I'm about to tell you is very countercultural, but might just be the most important thing you could hear in your life right now. Listen, I get it. You're scrolling through your phone, seeing people your age living their dream lives, getting their dream jobs, having 5-year plans and building their dream physiques, while you're just sitting there thinking like, I don't even know what I want for breakfast. Society tells you by 18, you need to have everything figured out. You need to know exactly what degree you're getting in college, what job you're gonna work, where you wanna live, what you wanna do for the rest of your entire life. But here's the truth that they don't want you to know, is that being lost in your teens is not a problem. It's an advantage. Because while everyone else is rushing into decisions they'll regret for the next 40 years, you have something they don't. The gift of uncertainty. Think about it. How many people do you know who went for college for something that they thought they wanted, graduated with massive debt, and now work jobs that they hate? They weren't lost. They just followed the script that society gave them without even thinking about it. Your confusion means that you're thinking bigger than most people. It means you refuse to settle for the first path someone puts in front of you. And bro, that is actually wisdom. Here's what I've learned recently from studying Moses, is that some of the greatest men in history and in the Bible spent years in the wilderness before their calling became clear. Moses spent 40 years as a shepherd in the desert before God called him to lead the Israelites out of Egypt. God often uses wilderness seasons to prepare us for our calling and to shape us into who we were truly created to be. Proverbs 3, 5, and 6 says, "Trust in the Lord with all your heart. Lean not on your own understanding, but in all your ways submit to him, and he will make your paths straight." Notice how it doesn't say your path will be fast or easy. It says it will be straight. And God's timing is always perfect, even if it doesn't feel like it. You know, I felt pretty lost in my high school years as I got into self-improvement, knowing that the traditional path of going to college, getting a degree, working a 9 to 5, etc., that it was not for me. But I had no idea what the alternative was. I didn't know what I needed to do, what I really wanted to do. You know, everyone thought I was crazy, and they thought I should just go with the flow, just do what everyone else does, because that's just what we're supposed to do. But I just know I did not want to do that, but I didn't know what to do. I felt lost. But now I realize, looking back on it, you know, that season of feeling lost in my life is what led to me taking action and then, as a result, finding clarity. Here's what my lost season taught me, is that I learned to ask myself the question, why? To everything. Why did certain things excite me? Why did certain things drain me? Why did I not want to take the traditional path? Why did I have this desire to do something more, to do something bigger? Why was I naturally more motivated to do some things than others? And why was I so inspired by these people that I started listening to as my self-improvement journey went on? Through action and experimentation, not just sitting there and thinking, but actually doing, I discovered that I was passionate about helping young men become who God created them to be. That's what led to me making this YouTube channel and pretty much doing everything that I do today. But I never would have discovered that if I had just followed someone else's plan for my life. So if you're feeling lost right now, here's what you need to do. First, stop just going with the flow. If you simply go with the flow, you are never going to end up where you truly want to be. All right, don't just go to college because everyone else does it or everyone else thinks you should go. Don't just pick a major because it seems practical. Don't make big, life-changing decisions from a place of confusion. That's how you waste years of your life, money, and energy. Second, use this time intentionally. These are the years that you need to start building a foundation for the rest of your life. Not just going with the flow, not just drowning it out and escaping into a false reality of video games, social media, porn, or other short-term pleasures. This is your wilderness season, so be intentional about it. Write, reflect, figure out what naturally motivates you, what inspires you, what pulls your heart. Third, take action to gain clarity. You can't merely think your way into clarity. You have to act your way into it. Try things, start projects, volunteer, work different jobs, create something. Action breeds ambition, and through action, you will discover what truly drives you. And fourth, ask why constantly. Why do you like this? Why don't you like that? Why do you feel this way? Why are you motivated by certain things more than others? Why do certain activities energize you while others drain you? You have to look inward and dig deep into why you think the way you do, why you act the way you do, why certain things you want to pursue over others. Listen, self-awareness is your superpower. Here's what people don't realize. You're in the best position of your life right now. No mortgage, no kids depending on you, no major commitments. This is when you can take risks, experiment, and explore without massive consequences. Most successful men that I know and that I look up to went through the season of feeling completely lost in their teens and early foundational years of their lives. The difference is they used that uncertainty as fuel, instead of letting it paralyze them. Your peers who are just going with the flow, following the plans that other people lay out for them, and who feel like maybe they have it all figured out, many of them will wake up at 35 in careers they hate, asking, what if? What if I spent those foundational years being intentional, allowing God to forge me, although uncomfortable, into the person that He created me to be? What if I paid attention to my calling? What if I looked inward and asked the question why constantly, to dig deep into who I am, my core motivations, and what actually pulls my heart and drives me? They're going to be stuck wondering, what if? But you won't have that problem because you're taking the time now to figure out who you really are. So here's my challenge to you. Stop seeing your uncertainty as your weakness and start seeing it as your greatest strength. This week, I want you to try something new. Start a project. Have a deep conversation with someone you admire. Read a book that challenges you how to think. Do something, anything that moves you closer to understanding yourself better. And remember, God has a plan that is far bigger and better than you could even imagine or figure out on your own. And realize He often reveals His plan step by step, not all at once. And that's okay because you're gonna be relying on His understanding, His wisdom, His provision, not your own. Being lost in your teens and your early 20s is not a problem to solve. It's a season to embrace. Use it wisely, and in 10 years from now, you'll be thanking God for this exact moment when you felt like you had no idea what you were doing. Because after all, the best adventures start with not knowing where you're going. Listen, thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know down below what you thought of this video, if it was helpful at all. Make sure you subscribe so that you don't miss any future videos. And check out this video right here if you're interested in learning about how to become a monster as a young man and then learn how to control it. All right, I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out. God bless.